Welcome to the League of Women Voters Fort Wayne's presentation on how to table at community events. So, what's a tabling event? Well, it's a planned occasion where volunteers and organizers of an event meet, we greet the public, we engage them in our cause, and request that they take further action towards their cause.
So, how do we go to a tabling event? Well, we're invited by a variety of groups. We have done tabling events at open streets, Taste of the Arts, at candidate forums, in schools, for groups that are having a meeting, any place where people want to know more about voting and they want the group presenting to be nonpartisan.
When we are invited to table at an event and our League of Women Voters volunteers come to help, how do you know what to do? Well, first of all, we need to be able to specify what the goals are for that event. For example, are we trying to increase the visibility of our league in the community? Is it to focus on voter registration? Perhaps to promote the use of voter411.org? Or is it to focus on a particular advocacy issue such as redistricting?
Or Kathy, I'd like to add, we could focus on a lot of different things all at the same time, depending upon who comes up to the table, what their questions are, and what kind of further information they want to have from us.
Right. So the goals are going to determine what type of 60-second elevator speech we're going to use. What types of visuals and handouts should be used? And we will show we have sandwich boards and mini handouts. We need to know what our key talking points are going to be and what type of participation activities could be used, maybe quizzes, games, and call to action postcards.
We need to, as we are at a tabling event, be prepared to pass out information to whoever comes up to the table, preferably in a form that they can use. So we have business cards, and on our business cards we have a QR code that you can click on with your cell phone to get more information. It will take you to our website. We do have a website, www.lwvfw.org. We also have a Twitter account and we have an Instagram account. So there are 3 different ways on social media that you can get a hold of us. We also encourage people to come to a league meeting. And the reason for that is that it's good to get to know the other people who are volunteering with the league and with Vote411, our new website that we're using prior to both the elections this year. And if people come to a meeting and they visit the website and they look at our Facebook page, it gives them a better feel for what the League of Women Voters is and what the League of Women Voters does. We also try to, on our Facebook page and website, keep people up to date on local issues. And as we learned early on in the days of our organization, local issues are actually the part of government that affects most of us the most. So we need to be aware of what's going on locally. And we encourage people to get involved in their community. Now, you can do that as a League of Women Voter member with your party. You can volunteer to help at civic events. There are a lot of ways that you can get involved in your community. But when you are volunteering as a league member, you have to be nonpartisan. You can be an activist for good government, but we believe that voters should be educated so that they can do the best job in the voting booth that they possibly can.
When we have these tabling events, we need a number of volunteers, and there are different volunteer roles. What we need are people that are available for setup and tear down. So the setup may include transporting our tabling tools, maybe the table itself, maybe a tent, and packing up at the end of the event. We have all kinds of League of Women Voters sandwich boards, banners, table coverings, tabletop signs, printed material, buttons. All of these need to be transported to and from the events. Now, some events will furnish us the table and chairs, but on occasion we have to furnish our own. And sometimes they will have canopy coverings. Other times for outdoor events we'll have to bring them ourselves. If these extra materials are needed, they are usually borrowed from our own members, and we have a way of coordinating for pickup and drop off as necessary.
So when you are at a tabling event, what do you do? Well, first of all, you are a greeter and you are a person who represents our organization. So you need to be friendly, which is not hard to do. Most of the time when you're out at an event, people are curious when they come to your table. They want to know more information, and striking up a conversation is pretty easy. Depending upon the length of the event, it may be necessary to break the event into shifts. Some people like to stay all day, and I have done that. Some people stay for just an hour. I've done that too. So we are flexible. We'll work within your schedule, because it's not always easy to spend, for example, an entire day at Taste of the Arts. Sometimes an hour is all you have on a Saturday. And when we have extra volunteers, we will have people maybe walking around talking to folks. When we have more than maybe 2 volunteers, we have extra people who can talk. If we have games for the kids or things for the kids to do, or even adults for that matter, somebody can be in charge of those. So the particular event and the flexibility among the volunteers is a key to what we were doing. And it's always good when you are a volunteer if you get asked a question that just totally baffles you, or somebody expresses a need or a query about something, to jot it down so that we can follow up. Because following up is very important. That's part of the education process that the League does.
So let us give you a mock demonstration on how we would set up a table at an event, and how we would use our 20-second, 60-second elevator speech to engage a member of the public who is at the event. So come with us on this journey.
Well, Nancy, thanks so much for helping.
Hey, no problem.
We got this set up an easy way here, and the weather is great. We don't even have to put up a tent. I appreciate that.
Can you tell me a little bit about what's on the table? Because this is my first time.
Oh, yeah, right. Sure. So the main things that we have out right now are the things about Vote 411.
Okay.
And that's what our new sign says too. And so that is really what we're going to focus today, I think, is reminding people that they can go to that website and learn more about the candidates right before the primary election.
Okay.
And if they're not already registered to vote, it's not too late to do that before the primary, but they're going to have to hurry. So that's kind of what we've got going. We've got some of the other things out too, just to sort of be eye-catching. I want to show you these new pens that we just ordered. This one says vote411.org on it, and it lights up.
Oh, cool.
It turns red. It's so cool. And then this is another one that I ordered too, and it just has also Vote 411. It says election information you need.
Okay, so Vote 411 does have things on it about various candidates also?
It does.
Okay.
Yeah, this time of year only. The rest of the year, it's a great place to go to learn about how to register to vote and get that done too.
Okay.
So it's kind of a one-stop shop.
Okay.
So then we have a few things that are left over from previous campaigns. You might remember Fair Maps, where we were trying to get redistricting. This is another new thing that we got for our Youth Vote campaign that we're launching, trying to get young people to vote and register. It says, "Are you ready to vote? Register, research, and vote." And it's a sticker that you can put on your phone. like that.
Okay.
And so that's a nice little thing that we have. Then the mainstay is our business cards.
Okay.
And they have QR codes all over them. So you can get to our website, you can get to Vote 411, and you can get to the Indiana State voter registration site.
Okay.
Just by scanning these QR codes.
Okay, and then there's brochures, right?
Right, and so that gives you a little more information, and we oftentimes can hand these out to folks. We have them in Burmese and Spanish.
Oh, great.
So that's a nice thing to have for people who maybe we can't communicate with, but we can certainly hand them that and say,
Right.
here, read this. So that's great.
And I understand the donkey and the elephant, but what is that green thing?
Why, this is Jerry.
Jerry.
Gerrymander.
Gerrymander.
Jerry salamander
Oh,
for gerrymandering.
Right. For redistricting.
Redistricting and fair maps.
Okay.
So if anybody asks any questions that we don't have the answer to and I'm not around or I don't know the answer, we've got this great cheat sheet book that has lots of the details.
Okay, and I see we are able to register people to vote here also if they don't want to do it online.
Yeah, that'll come up. So we'll just wait till somebody comes by and I'll show you how that works.
Okay, all right, sounds good.
Hi.
Hi.
Well, hi. Thanks for stopping by.
Well, thank you.
Are you registered to vote?
Well, I registered at the BMV when I moved here and did my address. So they tell me that I'm ready to go with that.
Yeah. Have you checked to make sure?
No, I didn't.
You want to?
Sure.
It's really easy.
And we'll give you one of those too,
Right.
in case there's
I'll
anybody
show
else
you
in your
how
family.
to do it on my phone, and then you can do it on yours. So all you have to do is go to the this website by using that, and you put in go to verify voter registration, and you put in your name and your birthday and your zip code, and there you are.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
How about that?
Yeah.
Now, if you needed to change that, if you were, say, living in an apartment while you just moved to town and you bought a house and you need to change that, you can go the same way and change your address, and you can update what precinct you'll be in, and then you'll get a card in the mail, a postcard. And so if you hadn't gotten that yet, that's another really good reason to check and make sure that you're registered to vote. So it looks like you're good to go.
Well, thank you.
And if you want to keep up on issues, you can go to vote411.org, which is on that
Okay.
business card of ours. We are a nonpartisan group, so we're not going to support Republicans or Democrats. We look at issues and we want people to be educated about what they're voting for.
I see.
So it's a great resource, particularly for a newcomer, because you probably aren't up to date on everything that's going on in Indiana right now. So I would suggest that you do use vote411.org. It's wonderful.
Yeah. Has information about the candidates side by side with their answers to the questions that we've asked them, so you can tell which one you agree with more, and make an educated choice.
Okay, thanks. So what else do you people do?
Oh my, well, we go to a lot of different events like this.
Have a brochure.
We go into the schools and work with senior high students who are just about to turn 18 and ready to vote. We have a relationship with the Mayor's Office on Youth Engagement.
Yeah.
If there is a political rally going on or a debate or something along those lines, we are asked sometimes to come and give out information and help register people to vote. So it just kind of depends upon the year and the issues and everything that's going on.
Okay.
So anything that's printed, feel free. Be sure you get a pen.
Okay.
And do stay up to date with us, because it's particularly for a newcomer, great resource.
Yeah, it's also a great way to get to know people in a new town that you've not been living in. If you like hanging around with folks that care about public policy and engaging the public, you're most welcome to sign up here.
Okay.
And we'll send you, put you on our mailing list, and you can join us at one of our upcoming meetings.
Oh, how often do you meet?
Monthly. Lately, we've been going by Zoom.
Okay.
But I think now that the things are getting a little bit healthier these days, we're really looking forward to meeting in person, and so that'll be a really great way to get to know a tribe here in Fort Wayne.
Thank you very much.
And a very interesting group of people. Men can also be members of the League of Women Voters, so
okay.
we do have some male members. We have people on both sides of the aisle, so we're a group that cares about issues as much as anything. So,
Thank you. Appreciate your time.
Thanks. We'll see you soon, I hope.
Okay.
Thanks.
Bye.
Ta-da!